jump shot. 15 seconds left in the first. And Durant, here we go. And he dumps it down.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
You might as well remove all doubt, right?
Kicks it out to Rubio. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Welcome back. Folks, we have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Cantor in the 5 spot. Let's check out what Doris Burke has.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Russell Westbrook's one of the most competitive guys you'll meet. He looks as though he is angry on the court, and quite often he is. As Kevin Durant has said, anger could be good and bad, but it's on the good side for Russ. He doesn't like anybody he is playing against. He does a great job every single game of playing with fire and with force. Guys?
He's something else, Doris. Thanks. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Now let's take a second to bring up our rookie leaderboard for a glance at this year's top first-year free throw shooters. 4th, Andrew Wiggins.
He needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And that's what can take rookies a little time to learn, Steve. Knocking down your free throws is one thing, but getting to the line with aggressive, smart play is the hard part.
Here's Martin. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, Kevin Garnett came into this league straight out of high school, initially a 6'9" small forward, but he continued to grow and been listed at 6'11" for most of his career. For whatever reason, he's never embraced actually being called a 7-footer.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Thunder. And Garnett, every bit 7 feet tall. And in his prime, one of the most mobile and agile 7-footers the league has ever seen.
Yeah, and one of the best jump shooting 7-footers from that 15 to 18-foot range as well. Led the league in rebounds per game 4 consecutive seasons from 03 to 07. Looks like one of those guys that was made to play the game.
Wiggins dishes to Rubio. And it's Martin penetrating. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Martin.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Robertson can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Rubio the pass to Martin. Goes up on the wing. And Pekovic kicks to Wiggins. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. That's blocked. Got a piece of it. And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. Stolen by Cantor. Tries from 10. Westbrook wide open. He fires. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team. that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this. Happened. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the three from Kevin Durant. Moving it up. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. After the basket by Minnesota. And Ibaka slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had them staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Kane with it, guarded now by Durant. And Kane slams it in. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
They've had assists now on their last three baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Payne passes to Payne. Out to the right wing. Levine can't hit.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Mohamed with it. 1 second left. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Thunder as they wrap up the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
For the Timberwolves, they've really struggled against Durant.
He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Rubio and Martin manning the back. Garnett out there with Wiggins, and it's Pekovic in the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis. And that's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Durant dishes to Robertson. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Feeds it to Durant.
And you look at the long list of improvement for the Target Center. The lobbies, the box office, renovated locker rooms, new clubs and gathering areas. Seems like they're getting great bang for their buck.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. In guys, it can be tough to see teams pressuring cities for new arenas. Nice that the Timberwolves can stay put and still get those improvements.
Absolutely, Kevin. You know, this building is good bones, a great location, so it's a pleasure to see the transformation they're making here, and we're already starting to see some of the results. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
The drive by Rubio. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Here's Roberson. Garnett grabs the board.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Martin attacking. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wiggins missing.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Durant with the steal. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Garnett.
You know, Kevin Durant has really worked hard on his ball handling and passing, and it's a response to facing constant traps and double teams in the playoffs. In those situations, being able to escape pressure and find the open man, that is crucial to his success.
Durant actually played point guard in high school his freshman year, but a 5-inch growth spurt his sophomore year took him from 6'3" to 6'8" and moved him from guard to forward.
Levine's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And when Durant played in Seattle, he played shooting guard. Steve in Oklahoma City, they put him at small forward.
Well, it's a more natural position for him. And, you know, he's worked hard to kind of lower his shoulders when he's dribbling in traffic, trying to find angles that he couldn't get to before. And he's cut down his turnovers. But when he gets to his spot, you know, kind of at the elbows or in the paint, he rises up and he just shoots over the top of everybody.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Fast break, Minnesota. Wiggins with the ball. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Ibaka. And that's now 18 points for Kevin Durant. Levine kicks to Bekovic. Martin wide open. He fires. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
He's going to play his way right onto the